Evening all. Well, we're having quite a bit of a dilemma this evening because we've arrived at Cirencester Caravan Motorhome Club site with our van. We ran out of gas, so we've got no heating. We're plugged into the mains, but it keeps tripping every few minutes and we're not sure whether it's the fridge. We've tried the heating on electric, turned both of them off independently, but it's still tripping. I've got a little electric fan that I'm using on my EcoFlow, but that is not going to last very long. It's only going to last an hour maximum. It's not overly cold this evening, but it is going to get down to 3 degrees, so we're going to freeze tonight, I think. I'm not really sure what to do about it. We've reset the inverter. As you may know, we've had inverter problems in the past. The inverter's not switched on at the socket in the cupboard, but obviously the electric hookup goes through it. I don't know how it works exactly, but we've had problems with it, so it's possible that we need a new one. The fridge is on and it still hasn't tripped, so it's not the fridge, so I'm thinking it's the central heating. These smart systems are far too complicated in my opinion. But anyway, we've had some food, we've had a nice glass of wine, and in the morning I'll show you around the site and we're going to explore around Cirencester a little bit. So we'll speak to you in the morning if we don't freeze to death during the night. Well, Douglas has just taken the canister out, so we've got no gas and no electricity. Hopefully found somewhere in Cirencester, just a mile or so away, that sells flow gas. We're just keeping our fingers crossed that the website is right and that they are actually open today. Although I brought Doug and the girls with me, who are here. There's Bella. Say hello to your fans, Belle. Good girl, who's had a lovely new haircut, haven't you? Looking very smart and beautiful. And here's Bonnie. I've put the dog bed up on the bed so she doesn't get my bed filthy. Well fluffed in. We've had a problem before with our inverter. Now I know that your inverter in theory shouldn't be doing anything while you're on hookup, but for some reason ours seems to interfere with hookup every now and then. So in the past what we've been told to do is just to unplug the inverter and reset it, which we did, and it came on for a little while and then it did it again, tripped. Look, we've tried unplugging the mains power from the outside and trying to switch the inverter on to use the sockets that way, but now the inverter won't turn on at all. So obviously the inverter's completely kaput, to, you know, or words to that effect. It's so frustrating because we don't really know what we're doing, so we're going to have to book her in and no doubt have some expensive repairs done. It's a brand new cable, so it's not the cable, it's not the side bollard or anything like that. And it's absolutely pouring with rain. This morning it literally came on long enough to boil a kettle on the electric hob to make a cup of tea. So at least I've got my cup of tea, eh? Yeah, so he's gone to get gas, which means we can put the heating on and get the fridge on gas as well, because at the minute it's on battery and that's just going to drain the batteries even more. So my plan is not to waste the fact that we've booked 2 nights on Cirencester campsite, because it's a beautiful place, especially when it's not raining. So what I might do is get the gas on, send Doug and the girls home because we don't live that far away, and I'm going to explore the area, have a look into the Bathurst Estate, which is just next to the campsite. That's the plan. It might change, as it always does. So I'm sorry, another disaster video. Let's see. Last night when we got here, actually, the next door neighbour, who's in a caravan, obviously looks like he's here a while because he's got bird feeders up and everything, was outside and a little fox came along. So yeah, he was feeding the lovely fox. Very, very tame. So if you come here, there are rabbits, there are lots of tame foxes. You can't leave any rubbish outside or anything like that. Right, I'm back again with news. I now have t-shirt, sweatshirt, padded gillet body warmer thing and gloves on. It is bitterly cold and it's still pouring with rain. But on brighter news, Doug has managed to get us a bottle of gas. He's just texted me to say, I have gas, I'll be back shortly. As you can hear, it's still pouring with rain. So anyway, I might still send them home because having no power is not really that much fun. And I can get more done by myself, to be fair. I can get out and get some filming done without these pesky nuisances wanting attention all the time. But yeah, I'm a hardy person. I can get on with it. I will succeed. Yes, so hopefully Bless. Belle, what are you jumping up and down for? I know what you're after. You're after Bonnie's leftover breakfast, aren't you? Because she didn't eat hers and you ate all yours, didn't you? It's a good girl doing the sit. You're still not getting Bonnie's breakfast, though. The hero returns with gas to heat the van. I've only got about 20 layers on now. Yay! We have gas! Whoop whoop! Still pouring with rain though. Absolutely torrential rain. Never thought I'd be so happy to see that symbol on my fridge. And it's got a green light, woohoo! And we're on gas. Just gotta wait for it to heat up now. Let's just double check the cooker. Yay! We have gas, I can make more tea. Right everyone, we have gas on. It's toasty and warm in here now. We've had breakfast, we've cleared up, and Doug and the girls have gone home. Mainly because it's a dreadful day, and Bonnie still doesn't like people. I'm gonna have to get her some training, as I said last time. Yeah, she just barks at everybody. She's just scared more than anything. She's not aggressive. She wouldn't bite anybody in a million years. And I'm gonna do a little bit of exploring, a bit of me time for a change. So yeah, I've actually tidied up. I've made beds. I haven't put the 12-volt cable away. I've tidied up the kitchen. All Doug's clutter has gone. So yeah, just me in the van, and it's nice and warm. What I'm actually going to do is get my waterproofs on and go and do a bit of exploring. Nice little chat with the chap next door there. He's recommended I go and see the horse's head. Wherever that is. So as you can see, it's quite busy. There's a few have left now, but I'm not going to bother moving the van. Anyway, let's go and find our way into the Bathurst Estate motorhome service point as you go out. Haven't seen another one as you're driving around. Obviously there's little ones about. The Bathurst Estate used to be free entry. It's massive, absolutely massive. But they started charging £4 per adult to enter. It's open 8 AM till 5 PM. There are some restaurants and things like that as well. If you stay on the campsite, you get a pass. They give you a pass which is specific to your pitch, so they know who's coming in and out. If I can show you. It's quite a fancy pass. Yeah, so it's got your pitch number on as well, so they know who's in the site. Reception. Let's go see what we can find, eh? So there's cricket. And there's tennis. And it's quite busy too. As you can see, I am making my way up one of the tarmac paths, so you can do it in ordinary shoes. You don't need walking boots. It's just a good job because I left my wellies in our car and Doug's taken them home. As you can see, there are nice vistas behind. Perfect place to walk your dog. There are set routes that are marked on the map where dogs can be off lead. Other places they can't because there's livestock. It is still somebody's estate, so it must take quite a lot of money to maintain it. So I'm here to see the horse's head. It's called Still Water 2019, and it's on loan from the Slademoor Gallery apparently. Beautiful textures on it as well. Different coloured patinas. I just got roped into taking somebody's picture with the statue. I am just going to walk back the way I came because there's some horse jumping and riding going on over there. So I'm going to walk back down here and have a look at the actual folly and mansion house if we can get close enough. As you can see, there are some beautiful little follies like this one behind. It's a bit like Pride and Prejudice, that one. Let's go see. This path that I've been walking on is called the Broad Avenue. History of the park. There we go. In 1695, Sir Benjamin Bathurst bought 3 estates for his sons, one of which was the current Cirencester Park, then known as Oakley Grove, for his eldest son, Alan Bathurst, who later became Lord Bathurst. Lots of native trees, as you would expect, which in turn leads to lots of birdsong. I will put a little plan of the estate so you can see just how vast it is. So here we've got an old airstream that's been converted into a snack bar and coffee bar. Beano's it's called. And just over here there's a bit of a statue or something. Wow, look at this carving. How amazing is that? Beautiful. Commemorative coronation carving. There you go. And that was done last August. It's hard to know where to look first, to be honest. There's so much going on. It is absolutely huge and beautifully done. This is Cecily Hill Gate, apparently. A beautiful piece of architecture there. It looks like a castle, doesn't it? Beautiful Cotswold stone. And beautiful gates too. Shame the sun's not shining. Wow, look at this. Right, I am heading back towards the campsite and the old kennels, which I presume were from hunting days, which have all been converted into cafes, shops, even a microbrewery apparently. So I'm going to go and find them rather than going to town, because I have been there before. I put a few pictures in of the cathedral. It's a very pretty little town. It's not massive, but I put a few pictures in from last summer when I came in to visit. So yeah, all right, let's go find the old kennels. At the top of that hill there is a statue of Queen Anne on a pillar or column. And as you would imagine, this would have been a vista, a direct sight of the house, which there she is. The majority of the estate is in use for other things now, but the house is still private. And in the background there is the cathedral. Now, I think I'm coming up on the old kennels. So here on the right we have Caravan Ales, which is a microbrewery, 3 till 7 p.m. on a Saturday and Friday, and Sunday 2 till 5. And then we've got a Saddler's, a beautiful yard. Roots and Shoots Cafe, Roots and Seeds Deli and Restaurant. I think I'm going to go into the restaurant and get myself a coffee. Well, I just had some delicious pork and apple sauce on sourdough sandwich, which came with either soup or fries. I had the butternut squash soup and it was delicious. And the coffee was even more delicious than the soup. So that was really good. Just noticed up here, there's a dog wash. That's cool. It's a proper dog wash with a machine and hoses and everything. Yeah, that is cool. That's really good because it's a proper dog wash. And actually, if they've been running around in the woods and getting covered, my boots are absolutely covered in sticky seed heads off the trees. Right, now I've stuffed my face. I've come out at an allotment which looks amazing. I love gardening. It's one of my other hobbies. All these lovely greenhouses and raised beds, garden salads. I wonder if they grow their stuff here for the cafe normally. Lots of lovely things growing in the greenhouse. And it is very pretty. They've done a really good job of that. And there's lots of places to sit out. There's park benches and tables around the other side. Well, it wasn't very, very obvious how to get out of the Roots and Seeds place. Sorry, I keep getting the name wrong. Obviously it should be called Roots and Shoots. So I've ended up on the entrance road to the campsite by luck more than anything else. But anyway, I know that this does go to the campsite because this is the way in, and as you can see it's a single track with speed bumps, but there are passing places. This is where you would arrive. There is a car park there, but it's closed at the minute, full of rabbits. No fox yet, but there is a squirrel. Look at the state of my van. Blimey. Mucky stuff off the trees sliding down the side. I have to get that off. It's quite a way up because this pitch is really slopey. Phew! I'm actually really thirsty today. I think I'm going to not tea because it's probably just going to fill me up even more. Try and get myself a soft drink, I think. Take my boots off, put my feet up, have a little rest, and then I'll speak to you later. Bye. Oh, it's quite a big laundry. We've got 2 washers, 2 dryers and 3 sinks. 5 sinks, nice and clean. The fish and chip van is here today, but I'm trying to be good for my holidays, so I'm going to avoid that at all costs. I have had a nice lunch, so he comes at 5 o'clock, I think. Parks up near the entrance barrier. Right, with my shower done, one thing I can't do, of course, is dry my hair properly. I still have no power. I did use their Blaster hairdryer, but they're not very good. I don't know why the UK campsites don't have places you can plug your own sockets in, like your own hairdryers and things. It's probably some stupid health and safety thing, because obviously foreign campsites have them, and they even have them in the sink areas. This is the layout of the campsite. And as you can see, it's huge. All this area here, all these circle ones are grass pitches. We're on 23, which possibly is the worst pitch on the site. She did say it was very, very slopey, and we're under a tree, so there's a lot of stuff dropping on the roof. We have stayed on a service pitch before. We're just on a hard standing pitch today. It's still a bit boggy for me to even attempt a grass pitch with such a big van. But here it does say path to dog walk and playing field. Now, as I understand it, there is actually an enclosed field for dogs, but there is also a little agility course down here, just a little spot, and up here where we are, there's a tiny little enclosed area. It's quite cute. It's got little trees and some wood chips and everything. So there's pit stops around the actual campsite, not just in one spot that you've all got to walk past everybody's van. And a couple of toilet blocks. I've just been in this one, and obviously reception, which we've already seen, and that's the entrance there to Cirencester Park. And you can walk through the park to get into the town, of course, rather than going down the main road. I don't know if you can see in the shrubbery there, but there's a fox. Hello.
She will, if you put your hand down, she will just sniff it and then walk off.
Well, how amazing was that? The chappie next door obviously has a seasonal pitch and he's been feeding them for quite some time. So it was mother and son apparently. So that's just awesome. I've never seen a fox that close up before. I love wildlife. So that is amazing. Really pleased I stayed now. Ah, just lemonade, obviously. Not really a G&T at all, but I thought I'd treat myself. I've had a lovely day wandering around, seen some fabulous wildlife, met some lovely people, and had some nice food at lunchtime and had a big breakfast as well. So I'm not having any dinner. Just thought I'd have you know, just a little one before I go to bed. So I'll see you in the morning. Night. Morning all. It's raining for a change. I had a very peaceful night, a very luxurious peaceful night because I had no dog duties. I could go to bed, no interruptions in the night or anything like that. So I had a lovely sleep. It was torrential rain, but the sound of the pitter-patter on the roof actually found quite soothing. Yeah, unfortunately it is still raining. The plan this morning is that Doug is going to come over and leave the dogs at home, and we're going to go head on back to Roots and Seeds for some breakfast. We are going to have to obviously sort out some sort of repairs for the electrics, but unfortunately Doug's got some minor surgery later this week, so it's not going to happen in the next week or so. Right, unfortunately, because we were parked under a tree, we've just had to get a bucket of water and get off the biggest bird poops from those blooming pigeons that you've ever seen. I mean, it's still filthy, but it is going in for a valet soon, but the pigeon poops are enormous, and a bit of tree yuck as well, so we're just throwing a bit of water at it. Breakfast was absolutely delicious. I can thoroughly recommend it, and the coffee is to die for. Well worth a little visit. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, why not hit that subscribe button and ding that bell for future notifications so that you don't miss any of Bella's big adventures.